a new book sign up in Los Angeles also. It's the Emotional Freedom. There's a new book on how you can really free your own emotional.
Great.
And in the summer, in the spring, I will be in the States. And this year we will have, not the first time we have a lecture with Bruce Lipton together. So he teaches about energy and I teach about how people to feel energy. Bruce Lipton I think we will be in Santa Cruz.
Who are you doing it with?
Bruce Lipton.
Bruce Lipton. Okay, great.
Bruce Lipton. Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of traveling.
Yes. And I go from San Diego to so I go to Portland, to New York, Boston, and go to Chicago. So it's a whole trip in the state in the 2010 spring.
Oh, you're going to go to Portland, Oregon?
Yeah, Portland, Oregon, and to the Chicago, and New York, and Boston. Yeah.
Great. So, well, I live in Portland, Oregon, so I will be happy to meet
you. Are you
Portland?
Portland? And I just been there a month ago. I said in Portland months ago. Yes.
Yes. I would like to find out more about your retreat center. I'm sure our listeners would also love to know about it. You have a big retreat center in Thailand.
Yes.
What's about it?
We have we call Tao Garden Health Spa and Resort, which I set up for 17 years. I built up from nothing, and we have one of the biggest buildings just for health retreat and training. So we have two parts. One is training and one is health spa. So people usually, and we have the best massage in the world, all gathering Thai massage, Chinechang massage, cosmic healing, everything in the spa. And we have the summer retreat. It started now. We start one week. This is summer retreat now. So we start in July 12 and until August. Finish on the August. And we have another one. Is a winter retreat. It starts on January about 14. January 14 and we have the dark room practice, which is a supreme inner alchemy practice about the inner alchemy practice of the Khan and Lee. We call reborn of your own soul and spirit.
Right. Yeah, that reminds me of some of the Tibetan practices that are also done.
The dark room. And here we have people go into the dark room for 1 week, not see any light, or 2 weeks, and 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. Yeah.
Great. That probably gives people some encouragement to practice meditation since there is not much else to do there.
Yeah, you just stay there and in the dark and do nothing. That's it.
Right. Okay. I will probably start taking people into meditation practice in caves or just create a dark room for them.
That means the cave is... I try to look for so many caves, but it's very difficult to live there because you have ants, you have insects, you have everything. And you cannot build up a toilet, you cannot do anything. People, in the olden time, the Tao master, when they want to go to cave, they have to number one, get rid of the parasite, otherwise they kill you. They kill you before you become immortal, okay? And number two, you must get rid of the toxic. Number three, you must eat very little until you're not eating. You're only living on the air. We call the chi, okay? And you can go to the cave because you're not eating, you're not shit, and you're not sleep. So you can go to the cave. No. So for normal people to really understand the dark room, you go to the cave, you cannot do that. So that's why I built up a 5-star dark room practice here. It's the biggest in the world. Nobody did that like me. So we have 5-star dark room practice. You stay in a good room and you have bathroom. You don't see the bathroom and you don't see anything. And you eat in the dark and the people serve the food to you. And if You know, people are so afraid of darkness and cold, and that's why they go to dark room in like you've been punishment. But when you understand, when you go into the darkness enough, you see light. You see light on the other tunnel. Yeah.
So you start seeing your inner light instead of
yes.
looking for the light outside.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well, would you tell us a little bit about the meditation practices that he teaches?
Meditation?
Yeah.
Yes. We start with the first meditation. We have two kind of meditation. One we call active meditation, that is energy built up, and passive meditation is feeling the force and the creator. So the active, in the first level of meditation, we call MicroCosmic. So inner smile and MicroCosmic, and sitting sound. So you're sitting there, smiling to all the organs and the color and the emotional, and grow the good virtue. And the second meditation is half meditation, half movement, we call sitting sound. So you smile to your heart, and you started to feel any hatred, any negative, you delete them. And after that, when you delete them, you grow the love, joy, happiness. And you go to the next organ. So we divide it into a sequence of 5 elements, organs. So, and after that, we started to activate the Dantian practice is the energy. We call opening the orbit, awakening the healing energy. So you started to get the energy moving in the orbit. And you tap in the earth force, and you tap in the moon force, the sun force, the Big Dipper force, and the North Star force, and the Saturn and the Jupiter. So that is the major forces. You always have to recognize that this is a force that are running us.
Okay.
And the next step we call the fusion of 5 elements. So you go to the fusion of. Before you go fusion, you learn the sexual practice we call healing love, Tao secret of love, or multi-orgasm man, multi-orgasm woman, and multi-orgasm couple.
Right.
So you learn how to have orgasm without ejaculation. That is, men have to learn it. And women have to learn how to reduce the menstruation by transforming the blood into qi, and men learn how to transforming the jing, the sexual energy, into life force.
Right.
And from there we go up to fusion of 5 elements, and you started to divide the inside organ in 5 elements, and you divide the outside. In the earth, you have all 5 elements outside. You have the water, you have fire, you have the metal, you have the wood, and you have the earth. And in the planets, also we divide into 5 elements. And in the star and the constellation, we also divide it into the 5 elements. And you go up into a bigger 5 elements. So in the Tao, they always follow the 5 elements, and astrology and the power and forces, and go up all the way up to pure one and to the creator, to the primordial.
All right.
And we have the lesser and greater Kan and Li practice.
And what is that?
That is we call the enlightenment and the water and fire, and we call creating immortal body. That is in the dark room practice. So the Kan and Li mean water and fire. So if you put the water, normally if you get the water pour on a fire, it's gone. But if you get the water in a proper way and the fire in a proper way, in like stove, and you boil them together, you get steam, we call qi. So that is the first creation of the Kan and Li, water and fire. And that's what the Bible also says. If you want to be born again, you must born through the water and fire. But how to practice? No, nothing in there. But the Taoism is one of the oldest practice together with India. These are 2 very old practice that preserve. I mean, you have the India, Tibet, and China. These all 3 is very preserved and continue passing on until now. You know, in the West they burn all the riches, and you don't have much left anything. You know, in China the Taoism is also called riches. You know, because they're the one they call the magic and the alchemists and everything.
Right. I begin to understand a little bit better the systematic approach that you put different meditation practices in a certain sequence. Now,
when I studied with my master, he passed me 7 formula, and when I teaching now, I improve and add up to 9 formula practice.